There was once a man who said, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. That man was Albert Einstein. Now, I know that sounds like a joke or a meme, but he really did say that. The premise being twofold. On one hand, humans are capable of sending us back to the Stone Age, and on the other hand, even after we've blasted ourselves back to the Stone Age, the constitution of man is to fight. I think we can all agree that humans have an insatiable bloodlust and will come into conflict over things major and petty alike. As such, when we think of war, we imagine two groups of humans at odds, or like humans versus aliens, because they're out there. They're waiting, and god damn it, we're ready. Actually, we for sure are not ready. We'd get jacked up. If you're an alien watching this, please do not invade us. Also, the probing stuff, maybe lay off that. It's getting weird. Regardless, it's rare that humans would fight a war against non-humans. But this video brings us to Australia, which from where I'm sitting, everything is upside down. The year is 1932. Farmers in West Australia plead for help in their ongoing battle protecting their wheat from emus, which look like this. These goofy-looking birds have been causing major damage to farmers' crops, as well as just being kind of an unpleasant bird to look at. Very creepy. I'm not saying a Lola bunny looking bird would have prevented war, but would have killed them to evolve into something resembling like a bohemian waxwing. Oh yeah, that bird is the kind of bird that makes a bird watcher say, nice. And also, I've alienated my friends and family by pursuing this strange hobby. Anyways, enter Sir George Pierce, who gave the go-ahead for soldiers, led by Major G.P.W. Meredith, commanding soldiers Sergeant S. McMurray, and Gunner J. O'Halloran to use machine guns to rid the land of these birds. Now, this should have been the easiest military action ever. Train soldiers against some oversized, weird-looking chickens. I mean, they had machine guns. But the emus had God. Or at least a lot of luck. The war was supposed to begin in October, but rains delayed the start, forcing the unit to suspend their operation and also causing the emus to scatter. On November 2nd, the unit made their move, with orders to kill 100 emus and collect their skins to make hats. Very fashionable. The birds were less than inclined to be herded to their demise. Instead, they ran and got out of range of the machine guns, leaving only a few of them dead. Over the next few days, more attempts were made and more emus fell, but not enough to label the endeavor a success. On the 4th, the soldiers spotted around 1,000 birds moving toward a dam. The soldiers decided to lay in wait until the birds were close enough. Their plan was foiled by their guns malfunctioning after a short time, and the birds once again were able to escape. Meredith made the call to move south where the birds were tamer, which personally I think is a weak move. Did Quinn from Jaws ever say that shark was too dangerous? Let's kill some tamer sharks? No, he actually did the opposite and wanted to go after the more dangerous sharks. And you know what? He died horribly. So, this actually kind of works against what I was saying. But anyways, the unit tried to get creative by mounting the guns to trucks, but the birds were just too fast and the terrain was too bumpy. By the 8th of November, it had become clear that despite the soldiers firing over 2,500 shots, the casualties on the emu side were too few to justifiably continue military action, and the war was called off. But the farmers requested more help, so they took another crack at it from November 13th to December 2nd. And this time, they managed to kill over 900 emus and shot around 9,000 rounds, which is kind of a graceful, ratio. Anyways, the war officially ended, the soldiers left, and emus were free to continue eating farmers or wheat. Dominic Cerverdi, an Australian ornithologist, described the ordeal as such. Quote, the plan was plagued by bad luck and machine gun failure. The machine gunners' dreams of point-blank fire into serried masses of emus were soon dissipated. The emu command had evidently ordered guerrilla tactics, and its unwieldy army soon split up into innumerable small units that made use of the military equipment uneconomic. A crestfallen field force therefore withdrew from the combat area after about a month. Close quote. So, that was that. The emus won by attrition. George Pierce earned the nickname Minister of the Emu War, which is like a sick burn. Imagine if anybody ever had him over for dinner and cooked chicken, they'd have been like, hey George, do you get that one? Anyways, the Australians have somehow managed to avoid being called out for this constantly. If I was from New Zealand, I would be reminding Australians about this every single day, and they'd be reminding me about how New Zealand is missing on a lot of maps. I would imagine they don't like to talk about losing to emus. Like, if you're ever in Australia, I wouldn't suggest bringing it up unless you want to be that guy. Just remember, they don't have an ozone layer down there, so they're probably tougher than you are. Also, they love Vegemite, and that's really disgusting. Truly, the country is a mess. So that's the story of the Emu War. I hope you enjoyed it. What history topic should I cover next? Make sure you check out all the videos on this channel. We're going to alternate between like paranormal stories and weird history stories. This is the first one in the weird history section. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and you probably noticed we changed the channel name from Wicked Scary to History is Wicked to incorporate the inclusion of history videos. Anyways, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.